we're back. Haven't done a video for a little while, so I figured we'd do one that I think we might have done something like similar to this before, but with another Kraken. As you can see, mine to my right here, and I have another one in front of me. So this belongs to a mate of mine, and I also made like body panels for his Kraken too, as you may have seen in a previous video I've done. And what I've done is done something similar to mine. So the body panels are the same, but what I've gone with this style. So the old school type flames, with a little bit of red highlights around the bottoms, and then like a pearl orange type of a look here. Now these are all water-based colours too, by the way. So, and this is just polycarbonate stuff you buy from your hardware store, and it's the same stuff that I used on my Kraken. So we've got a whole heap of panels to go onto this, so I will show them shortly. Some of the ones that I didn't replace is the wings at the top here and the two side rear guard bits. So they're still original because they're the same colour, yellow, and I didn't have anything on them, so we're reusing those. But we're gonna put new front, top, and sides. So but prior to that, now there is something else that we're going to be doing with this machine. So I'm going to pull the engine and pipe out of here, give it a good clean up, and get rid of a bit of grime and exhaust leak oils and stuff like that. And we're doing something else in here. Now I do have something, another box. Now we'll get to the box shortly. You all guess what it is anyway. Yes, it is. You're 100% correct. It is a new heart for this thing. So nothing big spectacular, but another one just the same. So without any further ado, what I'm going to do is take this guy away, clean him all down, and I'll get the engine out, and then we'll be right back. Right, guys, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a up close look at this this Baja, or Kraken rather. It's got quite a few upgraded bits on it. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a quick look. So, got the alloy arms. I think the front ones, one of them bent or broke through here, I think. So we opted to put the plastic ones back on for now. But like upgraded top plate, big bore shocks, and it does have the resis for them, the resonators for the two shocks. Got a different chassis plate on it. Now I am going to tell you, this chassis plate, if you guys have mucked around with these ones before, it's sort of a rough look, but it is a fair bit lighter than your stock one. Still has the stock rear plate, and it does have a fair bit of turtle racing and Integrity gear on it, guys. So like your clutch bell and your two top plates and your Integrity uprights. It's all upgraded alloy, and I'm pretty sure if I can bring this around here, guys, if I bring it into here, I think these are the Hostile shafts and cups, I think. I could be wrong. If I can try and get you in there for a look. They're the big shafts, and they got like the, as you can see there, guys, like the CV type cups. You can see them there anyway. You get the idea what I'm saying. That style, pretty strong too, by the way. And obviously the rear bumper here, and the rear resis for the big bore shocks on the back, and your turtle race and top race. So yeah, thought I'd just give you a quick look at that one. Not much stock standard stuff left on this Kraken. So there we go. Okay guys, so now you can see we've cleaned everything like I just showed you, but I forgot to show this thing also has a 2-speed. So with our new engine, we'll be able to see how she rolls with a 2-speed. Now, moving on. So like I said, we've cleaned it all. It's all good to go. We've got the engine out. 29s an hour, good little engine. So we're not going to get rid of that. That will probably be used up on something else in the future. The other thing we are going to do though is the tank's done. I've cleaned him out. We've pulled out the grommet. So you can see it's just your 2-hole grommet. Now this hose is no good. It's all hard and it's like brittle. So we're going to put some new fuel hose in here. We are going to reuse this piece. It's still nice and flush, nice and soft, and it's your supply line. So it's still good for now. So we'll reuse it. And if I drag this out of here, filter, still very good. So we'll reuse that. But what we are going to do is something a little bit different this time. So we've got a new hose here. I've cut a piece off to length already. And what we have is this bad boy. We've got a 3-hole grommet. So it's the same as before, except this time round we have a 3rd hole for a breather. So it'll be 1 hole for your supply, other hole for your turn, and the 3rd hole will be for a breather. So what we do is, here's a little breather, cut a piece of hose, push him down through the grommet. This goes on the end of it, but before we do that, we put a piece of this on, just as so this is a little bit stiffer and it's split down one side. You can use some other stuff that isn't split if you like, but cut a piece off so you can put your hose in it and it sits upright. So in the tank, it'll sit upright out of the tank. So this will actually help it stand up. So to keep it up out the way of things. So that's something else we're going to do with this. Bit of a tank vent mod. So that we will get on with. Now, like I said, everything's out. Radio box, old engine's out, tank's out and clean. The whole chassis is good to go. I'll show you those shortly. Give you a good look at them. And what we'll do is we will bring out the new heart. We'll unbox it. Then we're going to install it into here. So we can start getting, give it a bit of a heat, a couple of heat cycles. While it's doing that, we can go ahead and put the panels here onto the cage. So stick around. Righto guys, the good part. So we have a new heart. Go and see what's on there. We have a new heart for this machine now. Similar to what we've seen on not so much this channel, but other channels as well. I'll tell you what, why don't I just open it and you guys can see for yourselves. You might see it on the back of the box, might give it away, give you a little hint of what it is. So he actually bought, mate of mine actually bought 2 of these. So we're keen to see what they're like. So guess in about a few seconds you'll see exactly what it is. So here we go. First time it's been opened. Bit of packaging. Alright, so what have we got here? Ooh, looky here. Righto. Getting excited, it's not even my engine. Alright, here we go. Before we go on further with that, what else we got in here? Anything else in the box? Nope. Alright. So let's get that out of the way and move on to the good part. Alright guys, here we go. You probably would have seen one of these before anyway, but we want to see how they go. So here we go. We'll get him out of the box. Nothing else in there? Nope. Put my head in there in a bit. Alright guys, here we go. Now this, obviously you can see what it is. It's an RC engine, but it's not a big bore or nothing. Obviously you can tell that, but it is one of the new Raven 36cc job. Whereas mine's got the chrome covers on it, but a bit different. This one is a dual ring piston. So, whereas my 36 is a single ring. So, we don't know. We're interested to see how these go. He bought 2 of these engines because he's got a couple of rigs he wants to go, want them to go in, sorry. So one's going to go in his Kraken and the other one we're not too sure yet. So let me just check, see if anything's the same as mine. So we're looking at here, Walbro, 1191 carb. Marlboro 1191. Now that, my friend, is good. It's got a good carb. I'm not going to pull it over. A lot of people get the engines and they just go, oh yeah, bro, not knowing whether there's any oil inside or not. I mean, it's a bit hard to tell when you look at it like that. So, advisable beforehand, guys, just undo your plug, put a couple of drops in there. It's not going to hurt, just in case, because if there's not much oil in here, the last thing you want to do is score the piston and ball. So, but yeah, 8,000 clutch, same as what mine came with. And this one is from Predator RC. So that's where my 45 came from, and if this is anything like the 45, should be a good engine. Now they do have a dual ring version of the 45 that's out now, so I don't know how that's going to go. One of my mates in our group is looking into getting one, so we'll be able to see how they go, because he also had the single ring like me 45, so we'll be able to get an idea what they're like. And the other thing is, the beauty about this bad boy, now it's going to be in the same car. All right, so I got the single ring 36 in my Kraken, and in my mate's Kraken, the dual ring. So we'll be able to compare, even though, you know, this one's a newer engine versus that one, but it'll give us some ideas and see, you know, like what sort of torque it's got, how it gets up out the hole versus the single ring version and everything else. So, excuse me. So let's get moving. Let's get on and get this engine installed. I don't think you guys really want to see another engine being put in, but I'll bring the camera back when I've got it in the engine. When I've got it in the car, and we'll have a look at a couple of things like fuel tank mod that I've done, which is finished now. Quite simple, guys, too. Just scroll back. Yeah, so let's do that. I'll bring it back when I've got the engine and pipe and everything all in the buggy, and then we'll give it its first start. Okay, guys, here we go. She's back together. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to prime some fuel and see if we can get some fuel up. This will be its first start, so fingers crossed she fires up. So here we go. Start pumping some fuel in. Here we go. Fuel's going back through the return. Nice. Alright. Choke. Now the electronics are not on, so our throttle is bottomed out. But we can work the throttle here, okay? Through there. Alright, here we go. Now this is an easy start. So it may get a big noise. We'll just see what happens here. Now we're going to try it with the factory settings first, and then once it gets its first start, I'll then shut him off, and I can then put it to the side and start doing a couple of cycles with it, and then we'll get on with the cage. Righto, here we go. Let's see if she fires. Righto, guys, so I had a bit of a drama. I just readjusted the screws. I think one was a bit too wound in anyway, so probably pay to check them, guys, before you start new engines. So I just had the clutch on and it give me a bang, so hopefully now it should start. Here we go. Ready, guys? Guys, there we go, first start done. Now what I'm going to do is I'll put this to the side, and it's getting late now, so whether I do a heat cycle tonight or we'll do the rest in the morning, but we can now get moving on to the cage, so stick around. Rightio, now that we've got that in the chassis and it does run, so the next thing I'll do is, it's getting a bit late, I might actually see how we go after I finish this video up, because I won't show you us breaking it in and everything like that, because we're going to do it the same way as we did this one, which is a couple of cycles and then start driving. Probably by the second tank we'll start to drive the thing. So in the meantime, so that aside, I might actually fire that thing up again tomorrow. We'll see how we go. But now we can get on with the cage. Now, like I did last time, sorry if I can see my face, guys, with the hat and shit. Now, I did not make a couple of the little wing guards at the top here, and the two pieces that go on the side here. So what I did remake is these. Now, this is the front panel that goes over here, like mine. And I went, like I said before, I went with the old school type flames. Now this orange, it's a pearl based sort of a colour, so it does show through out in the sun. And as you can see that I've put a bit of red around the flame tips and stuff like that. So these colours are water-based colours, and they look like they've turned out pretty good, I think. So what we're going to do is I don't know whether you can see that in the light there, guys. I'll give you a look in the sun anyway later on in the video. But so that's going to go on there for that. Now the rest of these I made up. Now this here, where have we got here? I should have just kept them here because I end up doing them for them anyway. Now this part, if I get this sticky off here. Tape sticking in, righto. So that's the top bit. So that will go up here. This thing will stand out racing around when it's finished. So top piece, which will go there, we'll screw into that. Then on top of that, well, not on top of that, but the next piece is the two side bits, right? So let me move that out of the way for you guys. They will go there along the sides, so we'll give you an idea. Better off when they're actually on there, but they go on the sides. And here is the other one. Alright. And the other piece for this side. And this actually is the top wing piece that goes into here, even like your standard Kraken has. All I've done is just reproduce the wing in polycarbonate, bent it up, and we've got his hobby shop logo sign on the top here. So you've got to promote your business. So, but anyway, so that will go there. guys, so here we are. She's done. Alright, couple of little things I just got to tidy up, like fix this front bit down, like mine's staying down. Got to pin that down. I've resurfaced the air cleaner, so I cleaned it, re-oiled it, ready to go. It's back on. Now I've done a couple of heat cycles, so from here on we're going to start probably driving slowly and just, you know, work our way. Go through a couple of tanks of just slow driving, or at least one full tank, and then just start doing the tune. Get a little bit, like, everyone has their own way of breaking them in. So anyway, so we're going to start that now, the break-in stages. So start to drive it steady as we go. So outside of that, guys, yeah, she's pretty much done. She's ready to go. Hopefully the next time you guys see this rig, it'll be out there tearing up the grass and all the rest. So look forward to that coming, because I'm really keen to see what these dual ring 36 engines are like. I can't say that I've actually seen one yet running, so this is going to be the true test. And also this thing it does have a 2-speed on this thing, so yeah, it might be the combination we're looking for. So stick around for that one, guys. Also, I have been of late collecting some, you know, upgrade parts for my Kraken, alloy bits and pieces here and there, mainly for the rear end, so I can strengthen that rear end up in case later on I want to put something else in there. It'll be able to handle it. So I mean, I've got the big dog bones in there ready to go, and the tranny, all that done. So it's just all the rest of it now. So anyway, guys, so there will be a bash video soon, so stick around, keep your eyes out for that one. It's just a bit of mucking around that me and the boys have had, you know, in the last few weeks type thing, considering we're all busy at the moment. But anyway, so as I was saying, Kraken ready to go again. So just thought it was a little bit different, guys. You know, I know I've done plenty of stuff with my Kraken already, and this was a bit of a different sort of a colour scheme, and we're putting a new engine in here, so something for us to check out. Anyway, guys, babbling on now, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said before, stick around, got a bash video coming soon, and like I say all the time, guys, grab your rigs, go and have a play, get outside, and like I said, stick around, got more coming, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys. See you then.